And welcome to the Keys Book Webcam Show. It's me, your host, John Anawani Remus IV, and today I'm going to talk about my inspiration, women, and a little more my notes and random thoughts. And start off with this: the moon cycles are important to me. I like to start new things or notice any new things coming into my life on the new moon and try to complete things on the full moon. Full moon can be a, a little stressful time. Excuse me, a little stressful, a little fast-paced feeling, but you know, and also a time to avoid the opposite sex, or if you're homosexual, avoid anyone you might be attracted to, unless of course you're already in a soulmate relationship with them, or whatever you want to call it, relationship, or you're already in a relationship. Okay, so to be in that relationship, it requires a lot of things. It requires financial stability, emotional stability, both people being familiar with communication, like in the book, like women are from Mars, men are from Venus. Mm, both of them understanding each other's goals and being psychologically compatible. There's a compatibility test for free on plentyoffish.com, which is a dating website, and just really being familiar with themselves and what they want, and what their priorities are, and their hobbies, by the way, both should be masturbation, because other hobbies like gardening, watching sports, making extra money, workaholism to buy superfluous things like fancy cars, etc. Those are all items that, unless of course your budget, you can legitimately afford finer things, um, and still have lots of time for bedroom time. I think you both need to have lots of bedroom time before being with each other, um, so that it's just being a strong, independent person, being able to satisfy yourself, pay attention to yourself, not celebrate others or talk to others. Just some thoughts for you there. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm gonna start checking my notes here. Uh, okay, this is America, and no one should have to worry about food and shelter, and no one should have to worry about being charitable either, like giving to people who are in need. The government should be taking care of that, and therefore the taxes that we give, it's the government's job to take care of these things, I believe. And you know, um, my sort of philosophy is working and playing with children. I believe is important because it's like, distinguish yourself from perhaps the single man who's likes to go to a bar and drink and maybe try to seduce a woman. Distinguish yourself from that, person. And don't consider them a bad person. They may be law-abiding and professionally courteous, but their personal life, they don't have any foundation. Well, when they're an elder who's going to take care of them? So, so include kids and children in your life. If you don't have children of your own, then uh, this isn't about donating money to different causes. It's about actually being involved in the cause. Like, maybe you um, pay child support, but it's that time is that you give. Excuse, excuse me, I'm just yawning. So, I've been really having fun with Google Images, looking for nude women, just using keywords of whatever I want, like volleyball girl pulling pants down, or just fun stuff. But it's a way of staying focused on what I want, a woman. All right, so you're on to some other subjects. Wait, let me finish up this subject. Okay. Basically, what is my core motive of talking to people or doing things? It's I want the most beautiful and important flower in the world. We both know what that is. Let's see what else. What we're lacking in this world is a man and a woman truly being a king and a queen. Because I believe I'm a prince, and I believe women are princesses and men are princes. But when what we're lacking in this world is the genuine two people who truly love each other and know how to love and are willing to follow that commitment. And of course, obviously, when you add God to the equation, the magic happens. So, on other subjects, the greatest weapon against darkness, be it human or non-physical entities, is the light work and one's individual truth. Because when it's spoken aloud, um, when it's spoken, it's like it somehow has power. For instance, speak to a rude person by saying you may be having a tough day, but I'm sure you are nice. Own the space. Speak truth. Also, actions, like maybe giving somebody the privacy. Let's see. Be as precise as possible for yourself. Go, have people and places test your beliefs. Like, do I really believe in the light work? Well, expose. I like to expose myself to situations to really define if, you know, that's what's what. Okay. So, last but not least, it's my personal religion that I believe in. I don't need to advertise it except say, unless I can say to somebody, "Are you looking for something new?" And then maybe recommend they check out my YouTube channel here. Okay. Uh, let's see. My thoughts on heaven and hell and the afterlife. I believe rebirthing occurs into a random new child, but not instantly. I think there's a grace period of about 2 months when I get to travel sort of like a soul or a spirit and just check things out and kind of stay in another dimension and then re-enter physicality. I have my own faith and it's no one else's. Let's see. Once words are said, they can never, um, they're set in stone. So, use words and create the infrastructure. Um, I think it's about helping men discover and, working people discover something, not about saving their children who may be uh, hurt by their alcoholism or hurt wives or whatnot, but it's the core of it has to be dealt with. So that's um, part of what I do, and my legitimacy or credibility will be proven when I do uh, pornographic films with my soulmate, because that'll kind of be a way of showing or showcasing, how strong our love is for each other and how it transcends physicality. Mm, I believe everyone's trying their best, always. I believe that I am free, I am God, but that this body right here is a slave to desire for a woman. So, but this guy right here, John, I don't think he can find his soulmate alone. I believe only that I can, the pure white light that I am. Okay. Hmm. Any final thoughts? Um, well, let's let's breathe and relax and do a quick light work session here. So visualize, this might be enough for your whole day. You never know. Visualize, have your hand beam your body, like point your fingers like this, like a light's coming out of it, like that, and just beam your body. It's pure white light, like a bright white laser. See that beam shining through. It's kind of illuminating your room, and it's like a brilliant sphere of white going through. And now see people that you uh, are having conflicts with smiling. Pick one in particular and create your reality. Don't make a reality dark. And it may so happen to be that you end up never seeing that person again, um, because your vibrations are so different than theirs. And your needs are different. And so you're not compatible as people. But just see them smiling and holding the light just like we did there. Thanks for joining me. Aloha.